thanks again, Mike. As the former CEO of the Greater New York City affiliate of the Susan G. Komen for the Cure organization, this next guest of ours has made a career out of helping women. Now, Dr. Dara Richardson-Heron has a new role as CEO of the YWCA USA. Just announced moments ago. And first up, good day, New York. So nice to have you here, and congratulations.
Thank you. It's such a pleasure to be here.
Before we start with the new job, we have to clear the air because you resigned from the Komen.
I did.
Under great controversy because there was talk at one point that Komen was not going to give any funds to Planned Parenthood because of their stance on abortion. You never talked about it when you resigned. You just handed in your resignation papers, but there was always back talk that perhaps you were not in favor of this decision. It wasn't your choice to exclude Planned Parenthood from the resources from Susan G. Komen. Would you like to clear the air right now?
Well, we absolutely can. It certainly was not my choice. In fact, my role is to make sure that all women have access to services and supports. And so while I did not agree with the decision, it was not a decision that was made by me or the New York City affiliate of Susan G. Komen for the Cure. And quite frankly, that decision made it very difficult for me to continue to have the success that I would have in the organization.
Nancy Brinker, who is the founder of Susan G. Komen, she started this organization when her sister died of breast cancer. A lot of fingers were pointing at her that perhaps she was the person behind this. Did she force your hand at that decision?
Well, actually, it wasn't a decision that was made by me, but quite frankly, no matter what you think about Nancy Brinker, she's the person who put breast cancer on the map. And certainly as a breast cancer survivor myself and the daughter of a 25-year and counting breast cancer survivor, I'll be forever indebted to Nancy Brinker, Evelyn Lauder, and other women who have impacted the lives of women who are diagnosed with breast cancer.
Of course, now let's just update the story and then we'll move on. Nancy Brinker has been moved out of her most significant role. Many people say she's still going to have a rather strong hand involved in the Susan G. Komen organization. Yes. But again, within the last week, she's been moved out of the position she has held for many years. So we'll see how indeed Susan G. Komen continues to evolve as an organization. Yeah, because obviously there was some problems with the fundraising, right?
But you know, like every organization, you go through transition. And my only hope, again, as a breast cancer survivor, is that organization can regain its footing and get back to the work of the organization, which is making a difference in the lives of women, many of them underserved women who without organizations like Susan G. Komen would not have access to services and supports. You know, breast cancer is very serious, and even when you have the best of resources, it's challenging. But for women that are served by that organization, they really need to have their services and supports. Well, we appreciate But I'm here to talk about the YWCA.
Absolutely, we appreciate you talking about that. Let's talk about this new assignment. First of all, for a lot of people, let's get YWCA 101.
Okay.
Tell us about the importance of this organization. What attracted you to them?
Well, you know, the YWCA is the world's oldest and largest multicultural institution dedicated to empowering women and eliminating racism. It's more than 150 years old. They've been at the forefront of major, you know, civil rights activities as well as empowerment for women.
So what are your plans? So how do you plan to leave your mark, or what's your first plan of attack?
Well, one of the first things is to get out there and clear the air about the YWCA and make people know. A lot of people just think about the YWCA as swimming pools, but there's so much more. You know, these women are out there protecting women's right to vote, women's right to own their own bodies, women's right to have equal pay for equal work. That's what this organization does. And quite frankly, my role is to get out there and work with the local associations across the United States and make sure that they have the tools they need to be on the ground and do the work of the organization.
There are 1,300 locations across the country. A lot of people don't realize how widespread this organization is and how tightly it's wound into the fabric of communities, including right here in New York City.
That's right. There are over 31 organizations in the Northeast region, and there are over 23 organizations right here in the New York State area. There are also organizations in New Jersey and Connecticut. And people don't know a lot of times the work that they do. It's tremendous. Early childhood programs, after-school programs, mentoring programs, women's empowerment. That's what the organization's all about. And quite frankly, in this world, we need the organization like the YWCA out there fighting for all women's rights.
So when do you start?
Actually, I start on September 19th. I'll be transitioning with the current CEO, and then December 3rd, That's my official start date.
What can people do? How easy is it for people to learn more about the YWCA and the services they offer, which we can all take advantage of?
Well, you can go right to the YWCA.org website. There's a segment on there that you can find your local YW, and you can find out all of the information about the organization that you need, and you can also donate and help. We're really looking for everyone to support our movement.
Dr. Dara Richardson-Heron, we wish you the very best. Thank you for coming on Good Day New York. Big announcement today.
It's a pleasure. I'm delighted. Really
We're very
looking forward to
excited
it.
for you, and it's great for the YWCA to have you.
Well, thank you so much.